very bit. It's Clarkson has played a very big role in that. 17.5 points, 45% from the field, 38% from three. He does have one steal a game. He's improved very much, and he's been a very great six man for them. Chris Boucher hasn't done as much as him, but he has done a lot. He's improved a lot, which is the key word there. He's averaging 14 points, almost 7 boards. He's shooting 44% from three, 54% from the field, and he has 2 blocks, so it's very easy to give it to him. But right now I'm giving it to Jordan Clarkson. If Boucher can score a bit more, then he's going to have my respect there, definitely. It's very close. My rookie of the year is LaMelo Ball. I said this, I believe, yesterday. If he keeps playing like this, he'll win rookie of the year because, the Hornets surprised people last year because everyone thought they would suck, and they haven't. LaMelo has been on a great streak. 24 points, 19, 34, 22, 14, 27, 16. He's averaging 14 points, 36% from three. He has some work to do, but he has the edge on James Wiseman and Tyrese Halliburton. The defensive player of the year, he's been injured, but I'm giving it to Anthony Davis. If he continues to miss games, it's going to go to probably Rudy Gobert, because, he's doing Rudy Gobert things. Almost 3 blocks. He has 18 double-doubles. He's getting a lot of defensive rebounds. But, Anthony Davis, 2 blocks, almost 1.5 steals, along with the rebounds, obviously. So I'm giving it to Davis right now, but it's probably going to be Gobert because Davis has that injury right now. And finally, my MVP, I already said this, it is LeBron James, because of the simple fact that he's averaging 25, 8, and 8. They're the best defense in the league. Very efficient. He's been a big reason for their success, and the Lakers are probably going to win the championship again. And AD's been injured, and LeBron's still winning. So, I give him the MVP right now. Alright, there are my NBA awards. Quick recap, MVP LeBron. Defensive Player of the Year, probably Gobert, but I'm giving it to AD right now. I forgot, Coach of the Year, Monty Williams of the Suns. 14-9, they're in the playoffs. They're very much improved, and I'm giving him the Coach of the Year there. Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball. Sixth Man of the Year, Jordan Clarkson. Most Improved, I'm giving it to... who am I giving it to? Most Improved. Who did I give Most Improved? Christian Wood. Alright, so that's my NBA awards. We are going to move back to football now. I was going to elaborate on my Brett Favre Tom Brady take. He was right and he was wrong. So I'm going to elaborate on that right now. Okay, so... Alright, so, Brett Favre take on Tom Brady. Here's why he was right and he was wrong. I'm going to do wrong first. I think Wilson could have done this, Mahomes could have done this, and Rodgers could have done this. They got a great defense. The Bucs have a great defense. They have the best receiving core and the top 7 O-line. So, I just think that People like Mahomes, Wilson, and Rodgers could have done this. I mentioned earlier about the leadership thing. Now, Wilson has this, Mahomes has this, and Rodgers has this. Here's the thing. They don't do it as well as Brady, as great as they are. So, that's where Favre is right. No one can lead a team better than Brady, and they couldn't have done a better job than Brady. But there were other quarterbacks that could have done this. Because he said no other quarterback can do this. But Wilson, Rodgers, and Mahomes can. Now let's look at the circumstance the Bucs were in. They were 7-5 going into the bye week. And Brady, they rallied around Brady, and they went all the way. Now let's think about if they would rally around Rodgers, Mahomes, and Wilson. I think they do it, because I'm going to explain why they would do that for Rodgers, Wilson, and Mahomes. In 2017, the Packers were 4-6, and Rodgers went with the whole run-the-table swagger and made the NFC Championship. The Packers rallied around Rodgers and made the NFC Championship. The Chiefs have been able to rally around Mahomes and make multiple 10-point comebacks. Now, I don't have proof for Wilson, but, I mean, you look at Wilson, you're like, he's such a likable guy, and, DK Metcalf, you know, he just seems like a great leader. He seems very Brady to me. So I just think Wilson would, in fact, thrive under that circumstance. Now, speaking of Wilson, back to him saying he's getting hit too much. Like I said, it's incredible that he hasn't had a significant injury. Now, Russ is a smart guy. I think that he was planting the seed with the Seahawks, saying, "Hey, if you don't adjust the O-line, there's a good chance I'm out." You know, and honestly, if I were him, I'd be saying, like, I was the one sacrificing my... Because if you remember, he was training with Antonio Brown. He was the one saying that he likes Antonio Brown and that he would like him to go on the Seahawks. Like, I was the one sacrificing my reputation to get a bad guy on our team. But who got AB? The Bucs. Who won the Super Bowl? The Bucs. Who scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl? Antonio Brown. So I would say that if I'm Wilson, he has all the leverage in the world here, and every right to be mad at them right now. So I want him to stay in Seattle though. I like him in Seattle. So Mahomes has no plans to be involved in personnel decisions. Now he really doesn't need to change anything. I mean, he's had great success. He's made the Super Bowl in 2 of his 3 years. And the year he didn't make the Super Bowl, he won MVP. He really doesn't need certain things right now. There's no, like, needs of him or wants, you know. He's just, like, just stay with what you're doing. You're doing fine. This podcast is actually winding down. I feel like this was a little quick. Yeah, 24 minutes? Kind of bothers me. But, you know, I got the biggest thing coming up, which is how worried each team should be about their quarterback situation. But let's go to the current topic. Justin Herbert is reaching out to Drew Brees and other veteran quarterbacks this offseason for some advice. I'm glad he's doing this because you should do this in life too. Because when you're in a new environment, you should always talk to an experienced veteran for advice on what to do. You know, he's in the NFL. That's a new environment for him. He's talking to Brees. I believe their new offensive coordinator is Brees' former quarterback coach. So, very vital to be talking to Brees especially on what to do this season and what he should, work on. Alright, so, Alright, so here's how each team should be worried about, alright, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams that are a little worried about quarterbacks. Or I've heard that they were going to be a little worried about quarterbacks. So the Eagles, by the way, I'm going to rank this on the scale of 1 to 10, how worried they should be. So, the Eagles, they got a 5. The reason they're not a 10, or like a higher than a 5, I mean lower than higher than a 5, is because, Jalen Hurts showed some flashes last year and showed that he could be a good quarterback in this league. And if you dump Wentz's contract, you can go all in with Hurts. And the reason it's not higher than a 5 is because Hurts, you have to give a chance that it might not be that special, Let's wait a couple years, like 2 or 3 years to see if he's special, and then make a judgment. The Saints, I'm giving them a 7. A 7, yeah. They're in cap hell because they went all in with Breeze and didn't get the Super Bowl. Breeze is gone. The team is not used to anyone else other than Breeze. Jameis Winston, can be a good quarterback with a great roster like the Saints. Great defense, great receivers, great running back, great coach. He could do pretty well, so it's like a 6 to 7 with Jameis. Here's the problem. Here's why it is a 7. It's because they're going to go with Taysom Hill. And honestly, it should be a 9, but I have to give a chance that they might be smart and go with Winston instead. So right now I'm going with a 7 because I don't know if they might actually go with Winston. They should, but they're probably leaning towards Hill for some reason, and they shouldn't because he's not a quarterback. The Dolphins. This is like a 3 or a 4. Tua didn't look special. That is true. But he was coming back from injury, and it was his first year. So let's wait it out. I think he can be great in this league, but we're going to see what happens. The year 1 to year 2 jump is very vital. So I'm giving this a 3 or a 4. Here is the Pats. They are at a 7.5. I like Cam Newton. I do, but is he really the guy that's going to transform their franchise? Probably not. And like I've said, they had opt-outs, and we'll see what they do with a full roster. And like I said, I don't think Cam is the answer anywhere. I just think there are QBs that'll do a lot better under Belichick's system. The system might still be there. And you know what? Cam Newton won MVP 5 years ago. Well, 5 years ago, unfortunately, happens there, but, he's shown he's capable of being a good quarterback. So let's see what happens there. Steelers is a 7.5. Big Ben's gonna come back, and he isn't gonna be good. You saw how old he looked against the Browns. He looked exhausted. He's not going to be good next year. He's holding on by a thread. And, he's going to be gone soon, and Haskins and Rudolph are not the answer there. They're not going to solve the problem. So, Steelers are at a 7.5. They should be higher, but I'm being a little generous here because Mike Tomlin is a very, very good coach. He hasn't had a losing season his whole time there. So, I'm going to give them a 7.5. They might have something up their sleeve, I don't know. The Texans, this is a 9. Their best case